Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I
Yeah.
see Maria in there. I see Jasmina. Charlotte's with me, guest
Hey,
co-hosting.
everyone.
Yeah, we have we had a little late of a start. That was because there was technical issues. I kid you not, yet again with Blog Talk Radio. So, we were making some last ditch efforts towards the end trying to get in, and it's just not working. So we are doing YouTube today. Yeah, exactly. We're doing YouTube and the chat on YouTube, and that's it. No phone lines. So when you see this scrolling by, ignore that because you can't call into the show. Oh gosh, here, let me see. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove the post where I had the phone line, Charlotte, and then I'm going to go into the bottom scroll and I'm just going to remove the phone number from the bottom scroll too. Oh my gosh. It looked like it was going to work, and oh, last Thursday, Maria, you were in chat with when I was on with Ellie, right? On Thursday? Is that right? Let me know in the chat when you hear that. I know there's a huge delay, so I'll be waiting like 5 minutes for you to hear this. Oh, she said yes. Okay, good. So there's only like a minute and a half delay, something like that. Hi, Irene. Irene's in there, one of our regulars. But Maria says yes. Yeah. Do you remember on that show Thursday? Ellie and I had the phones going and everything, right? From what I remember, I get some of these shows messed up because we do so many shows, and I just wanted to check with Maria. But from what I remember, the last live show we did was Thursday, and Ellie was my guest co-host, and it was great. We had the phone lines and everything. Um, and I can't remember. Let's see. Her last show, Michelle's Mystic Insights, was on the 25th, Saturday the 25th, and the phone lines didn't work that Saturday. Yeah, it it's been pretty bad. And Maria
I
says it was great. BTR worked. Yeah. So she
yeah.
remembers it worked great last Thursday. And I thought maybe the problem was over because I messaged Blog Talk. They messaged back the next day. They said that they were having a technical problem and they fixed it. And sure enough, that was Wednesday because we didn't have the phone lines Wednesday when Michelle was guest hosting. And then I sent in the support ticket, and the next day I heard from them, and then it worked perfectly. That was Thursday, and Thursday night it worked fine. I thought we were done. I thought it's gonna work. It's gonna, but and oh, and that's the other weird thing. What was happening before was we would dial in, it would ring through, right? The switchboard on Blog Talk would answer, and it would ask me for my host code and pin and all the stuff you have to put in, and then it would ask if I wanted to start the show. Of course, it doesn't start automatically anyway. It waits for the countdown, but you have to push one to start the show. So I push one for start the show. Everything looks perfect, sounds perfect, and then her voice comes back on, and she says, "We're sorry, we're experiencing problems with our or issues with our system," and then it would just hang up on you. Well, this time it's a different thing. It's a different thing. You dial into the switchboard, and it does, you don't even hear it ringing in. It just kind of like connects with, and no sound, no ringing. And then a couple of moments later, it goes doo 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 and just turns off. And I tried dialing from my phone, from my laptop. I even tried direct connect on the Blog Talk Studio, which allows you to connect from a laptop right in, with your microphone and everything right in. That didn't work. It looked like it was ringing, and then it would go bloop, try again. And I'm like, so yeah, no phone lines. I don't know if it's going to be back for Wednesday's show when Michelle guest co-hosts. And Thursday, Ellie usually joins me, but she's going to be at a concert. So Charlotte said she'd come and hang out, right, Charlotte?
Yeah, ball game. She's gonna be at a ball game.
Yeah,
Remember, we've talked. We
yeah,
keep
yeah. It's
flip
a ball
flopping
game.
back and forth, but I'm pretty sure it's a ball game.
No, it's a ball game. Yeah, I just
Yeah,
yeah, because I've
yeah.
heard other people say ball say concert by mistake, and now I've got both of them stuck in my head, and it's all messed up. But the main thing is she's not able to be here.
She's gonna go do something fun in the real world.
In the real world, she's doing fun stuff with the boyfriend. That's what it's all about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So I got some cards for today's show, and it's an interesting
Excellent.
combination. Three of Wands and the Star card. I love that, right? So this can mean a lot of different things, this combination, but what popped through for me is like you're on the verge of a major breakthrough, and you need to have faith in yourself and your abilities and your skills to achieve this. This is the goal, and the Star card, of course. Um, Another thing I was thinking, that whatever you're working on or project, that you're going to find inspiration and guidance along the way. That's the other thing that I got from this. So there you go. The Star card and the Three of Wands. Yeah. Oh gosh. So this
So
might be,
did you say there was going to be inspiration along the way? That was the
yeah, yeah. It's indicating that, hold in there, because it's coming. And to be
good.
on the lookout, be on the lookout for the universe to bring in some inspiration there. I think early on, Jasmina had already asked for a reading for the next 3 months. You want to pull some
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah. But can I just I didn't pull a
Oh, did you
card,
pull
but I
cards of
have
the day?
I didn't because I like your cards and
Okay.
sometimes you do the number. But I do sometimes I feel like I have things that I need to share with
Yeah,
people
go ahead.
because
We love that
so
stuff. Impromptu
so
too.
so um I have when I first found um what is now Psychic Cafe, which has been many years now, um I was in the process of learning how to better myself, which is I will have to say something I didn't necessarily take an active role in. I just I just lived life. I didn't really take an active role in being a better person spiritually. Uh, the job you can't tell by looking at my face now, but the job I had at the time was incredibly active job. I worked for the Forest Service, so I was out in the mountains, up and down hills, over dead trees, carrying like a ton of paint on my back because we were marking, we would mark trees to put up timber sales and stuff. So
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, so I was active that way. But and I always, I like being outdoors, and of course, everybody knows by now I live on a little farm. I have animals, so I'm still kind of active. But I didn't. Anyway, long story short, I started a 30-day gratitude challenge for myself. I invited other people to join with me, but if anybody's doing it with me, I'm going to confess I've had to restart a couple of times. But um, today, because I've been getting so many messages about, and this can go for everybody. I think everybody needs this reminder to love yourself. So I made this the unofficial, and you guys can insert your own name where I
Okay.
say Charlotte. You can say your own name, but today was the official Love Charlotte Day. That meant every single cell of my body needed to be loved. I couldn't
Oh,
call myself
wow.
any bad names. And which I am like, woohoo, I call myself some dandy names. I mean, seriously, if I even said a fraction of what I say to myself to somebody else, I would get the crap beat out of me, or I would never see that person again, or they would be so psychologically scarred they would have to seek professional help. I mean, that's just, you know, I am quite hard on myself. So today was Love Charlotte Day. So if you got today's almost over, so I my challenge to anybody that's listening is to um well, and I'm going to back up just a little bit. At one point in time, I thought, oh, I don't know if I can do a whole day. So then we're back to my thing, how to eat an elephant one bite at a time. And I went, okay, this might have to be the Love Charlotte hour. Let's go with an hour. If you can't do it for, okay, let's do it for 5 minutes. If you have to, Charlotte. I was trying to give myself, you know, a reasonable chance to be successful. So my challenge is to anybody who's listening to do that, to love yourself, love your inner child, remember your inner child. And if you think about it, they're there with you. And like mine, when I think about it, she always wants to come and curl up on my lap and have a big hug. Okay, and I'm like, oh, I've been neglecting you. Okay, I've scared you back into the corner with my foul language and my mean talk. All right, today's the nice day. So that's my message today. Um,
Mm.
you pick whatever day you want and make it the Dax. You can say, I love Dax Day.
Mm-hmm.
I love everything about Dax. Because you are who you are. I mean, yeah, everybody has room for improvement, but that doesn't mean you can't love yourself and you can't love that while you're improving it. So that is that is what I was inspired to share tonight.
Mm. Very cool. Very
I hope
cool.
it's not too corny, but I seriously, this morning I woke up and that was my whole journal is like
Yeah.
about that, and I went, okay, um, today is
Awesome.
Love Charlotte Day, and so
Dan
now
came
it's
in the chat,
yeah,
and so I've just
I-
been reading the chat and everything while you're talking there, and greeting Dan and everything. Maria
yeah.
Maria had told everybody about doing the pink hand. So thank you, Maria. And
Thank you, Maria.
for everybody that knows or doesn't, I'm sorry, everybody new that just came in that doesn't know, you put in the emoji. They have an emoji button there, and you can click the smiley face where it says chat on your YouTube live chat room, and pop in the pink hand. It's like the first emoji, right? Pop that in, and then just put your question in. Or if you want something general, let us know, pop that in and say, hey, can I have a message from the universe? I actually think Irene asked that, but it was Jasmina that was the one that asked for a reading for the next 3 months, please. And
Who?
then
Did we skip? So did we? Because you asked me to pull a card for
that was
somebody,
for
and then
Jasmine. That was for Jasmine. The next 3 months she wanted.
the next 3 months. Okay,
Yeah,
let me hurry and do a shuffle and a cut, and for Jasmina,
for Jasmina. Yeah,
what
and
does
then,
she need to know for the next 3 months? And I'll just give her a card for each month.
right. That sounds
So June, July, August.
hmm.
Ooh, okay. Oops, can you still hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
Okay. So for June, and I'm still using my the Shaman's Dream Oracle, the this deck that I love that is just so powerful. He actually had on June 7th, he's actually out got a cool video thing that you can sign up to watch. But so for June, Jasmina
Mm.
is the Watcher's card, and it is transpersonal. Can you This is working good today. Can you see that all right?
Yeah, I can see it.
So I'm still using the book because his things. But anyway, so basically it says the Watchers invite you to break free from the linear um casual pace of the petty day to day, rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter, which is one of Jackson's favorite reading parts, the heart of the matter. I love that. I think that's such a perfect name for that when he does a you know does a layout of the heart of the matter card. Sorry, kind of a little sidetrack there, but anyway, things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. So basically, it's saying that, and then it also says that watchers appear. When watchers appear, it's an invitation to stop doing that. So it sounds to me like maybe you've got something going on this month, maybe a habit you need to break. And so the watchers are like, hey, snap out of that, come back to the real world, pay attention to what you're doing, no more of this ho hum stuff. And
Mm.
um, yeah, so and it's a cool card. This is like a lion going like kind of going like this, and then he's got like feathers coming out of his head that look like rays, but they're actually feathers. It's kind of like it's cool. Of course, he's very shamanistic, Alberto Villoldo. I can't say his last name. I'm just going to call him Alberto because I like to say Alberto. So, June, July. Falling Angel is a spiritual narcolepsy. Can you see that all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, that is card 19, which boils down to the number, well, the number one, which Dax can tell you more about that. But I don't. I shouldn't even mention the number because I don't know enough about numbers yet. That's on my list of things to do.
Oh
So
yeah, don't worry about it. It's not necessary.
yeah. So it says you're being cautioned now not to fall asleep or go unconscious. So this is tying very nicely into that first card where it's like, don't get into doldrums. Pay attention. So this is saying, don't fall asleep or go unconscious. You've been flying above the strife and the suffering of the world in angelic bliss. So I guess if you're ignoring things, that's the place to be. But you risk being seduced by the beauty and comfort of your situation, losing track of your aspirations, which your wings. And as you fall, you pick up speed, heading toward the trees below, possibly a nasty landing. Remember, all you need to do is to stop. All you need to do to stop being a falling angel is to spread your wings, to halt your descent, and then find the updraft again. And so again, it ties back in. So it's just, um, you know, again, pay attention to your world. Okay, all of a sudden this happens to me. It kind of takes my breath away for a second. And then that's when I know, okay, so what I'm getting is like, you've got a really fun summer coming up if you let it be. But if you it's going to take you paying attention, you putting a little bit of effort into it. Otherwise, you're going to hit September and go, where did my summer go? But if you put just even the scotiest of work into it, you're going to have a great summer. And then she wanted three. So then we've got Fortune's Wheel, which is luck, and right timing, which again ties right into what I was just saying about, you know, you got some good stuff coming in if you do a little work, pay attention, don't get complacent, and Um, Fortune wheel comes unannounced. Notice the early signs. Notice the early signs. Ding, ding, ding. Same thing those other two cards said. Pay attention. Don't just rest on your laurels. Don't just assume everything's okay. So, um, anyway, notice early signs, the coincidental encounters, and seemingly magical and synchronous events that herald its arrival. That call, that email, that invitation, that chance encounter was no accident. See what I'm saying? So, oh, yeah, you've got a great summer coming, but you know, don't if you know, don't ignore the text message that your friend sends. Hey, you want to go to the lake? Do you want to go, grab you know, a cold drink or I was gonna say a cup of coffee, but my favorite thing to do in the summer is to go get a slushy. A slushy addict in the summer. Um, anyway, don't wait any longer. Carpe diem. I love the synchronicity of these cards. That's why I love this. I'm not gonna call it a job because I love this show. I love this group. Anyway, um, carpe diem. Recall your boldest and noblest longing and invite it into your life. So remember how, like, I don't know, like when I was a kid, summer used to be like I could not wait for summer. Summer and still summer, even though I haven't worked for a number of years, but to me, summer is still the most glorious time of the year. I still get that excitement of, oh, you get to go swimming and you get to go fishing and you get to go, you get to do this, you get to do that, you get to, relax in the shade of a beautiful tree. You get to, I mean, just, you know, so anyway, that's what's coming up for your next 3 months. I hope that resonates with you, and I hope yours is. I'm so excited for your next 3 months. Um, but again, you have to put that little bit of work in. But once you do that, I think I'm excited for you. Please let us know how those next 3 months come along because
Yeah.
I'm super excited for you. Sorry that was a little bit of a long one, but Charlotte got a little carried
I
away in
hope
her
that helps you
excitement.
out. Oh, well,
Yeah.
that never happens. That never happens.
Oh, no,
Um,
Charlotte never talks too much. I
so
just love
I
this.
you love what?
I just love this.
Oh, okay.
I love being able to share with our listeners and
Yeah.
and
So
and
I
and
wanted
with
to, yeah.
our co-hosts. And now I'm done.
Okay. I just wanted to know when I can jump in there because I want to get back to the chat room. I see Daisha came in. I wanted to say hi to them and they're chit chatting in there. That's really cool. And Irene had asked one of our regulars, she'd asked for, I need a word from the universe. She said need. And it's funny, as soon as she said need, I pulled the Five of Pentacles. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on, Irene? Are you feeling a little Five of Pentacles time? There's another aspect to this card, which is like feeling isolation. It's like isolated. And the very next card is the World card. So it's suggesting if you're feeling this way, that you should realize you're not alone. You have the whole world, you have all of us here. Yeah. And reach out and talk to people. And lately, the World card for me, it starts with www. Yeah, World Wide Web. The World card to me, and I looking at the reef and everything, and I don't know, I just get this feeling of mass communication, the internet, the World Wide Web. I mean, it's not like the old days where you're like, okay, I live on a farm in an old farmhouse and I don't see another human being for like the nearest one is 20 miles away and the nearest town is 50 miles away and I don't see another human being except once every 3 months. That's different. Nowadays it's different. We've got the World Wide Web. We've got groups like Psychic Cafe, and we can all hang out and talk on these shows and stuff. But there's a lot of other people. You could be reaching out to family and friends if you're feeling this way. Anyway, this is the message coming through. Speaking of messages, I also got the Page of Cups, which often talks about a message coming in. So be on the lookout for maybe something, an email, a message, I don't know, something, Irene, about whatever this is coming towards you. I don't know, or just people connecting or reconnecting. I'm not, I have no idea what it is. You got to tell me. So, but it'll be interesting because now you can tell us, oh, that's what was going on. You can go, hey, Dax, I figured it out. Wow. And I had put earlier in the chat uh, about grabbing a copy of Maria's book. I don't know if you guys saw that. I put in a link, and it's Psychic Cafe / Angel Book. And it is the revised edition of uh the Angel Practitioner Handbook, a Foundation Guide. That's right. And see, where's my link? I can pop that in there. Angel Book. Angel Book. There it is. So you can grab your copy right there. And oh, you can talk to Maria on the website. You can go to mariagmoss.com, but you can also just go over to Maria's page on Psychic Cafe and you can message her. Psychic.cafe/Maria. If you're not a member of the new community, it's right here, and this is the URL right here. You don't really need the www. I just put that in so you know it's a URL. Open a new tab in your browser, type in psychic.cafe, and it's free to join. Go over and join. Anyway, so I throw that out there. We had a Memorial Day sale going, but it's over, Maria had one going from the IAP and her certified angel practitioner course, the CAP course, half price. But I don't know if it's still going on because it's like already June 3rd, it's Monday. So you're gonna have to let us know in the chat, Maria, if your Memorial Day sale, half price sale on your course is still going. I don't know. But I did know your book, to tell people about your book. And, you can visit the IAP at angelpractitioner.com as well. Awesome sauce. I'm just looking through the chat, see if we got any more questions here. Oh,
Well,
Dacia.
well,
Yeah.
while you're doing that, I I know we're not each doing it, but just for out of curiosity, I quickly pulled a card for
Oh, that's fine.
yeah.
It's
and
kind of
and
fun. I was going to
I
ask
got
you to
that
do that, actually.
I got the Watchers card again, that one that I got the first time
Oh, yeah. I see it.
that says, and basically again it's saying look out for the negativity. Try to keep yourself away from the fire and the fury. Don't get caught up in it. Um, let the Watchers, the Watchers are there to tell you, stay away. And they're saying, focus your attention on the horizon and away from the anthill of like what could be negativity. And I think that's gonna open up like your chances to do what Dax was saying as well. So I think this feeds into what Dax was also telling you. And but just be sure to, just maybe if you can step away from any negativity, and it it will help you be less lonely. And you may even find another in real life group like we are here. But like Dax says, we're always here. And like if you ever feeling really alone and you need somebody, oh, you can always contact me through Psychic Cafe, and we're here. And I think I know why I like a lot of these cards so much, because they actually remind me of, I live in Utah and all the red rock stuff. But I love these cards. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm done. I'm zipping it. You can talk. I won't interrupt you.
Very pretty, very pretty. Actually, Daisha was asking what's coming up for me this month of June. So if you want to pull a card for Daisha, that would be
Sure.
great.
What
Yeah.
you
The month of
what
June,
little
it's my birthday, June 16th, turning the big 60. And then also it is the beginning, we just started the beginning of Pride Month. And I always loved how my birthday falls right in the middle of Pride Month. It's so apropos. And I feel like it shouldn't be my birthday. It should be my birthday month or my birth month. It should be all month long, damn it. Just like Pride, you know, Pride Month. Yep. So that's started. And I'm actually wearing, look, and I didn't even plan this, by the way. I'm wearing my Rage Monthly magazine shirt from way back when I worked for the magazine when I lived in Southern Arizona. Southern California when I lived in San Diego. And my two best friends in San Diego, they own Rage Monthly magazine, and it's like their 13th year now, I think, or something like that. Some ridiculous amount number. Yeah, it's like us with the Tarot Guild and with the radio shows. We've been doing this for forever. And they are the largest LGBTQ publication in Southern California. I keep saying Southern Arizona because we're in Southern Arizona here. Southern California, the whole, you know, probably the whole state. It's probably the biggest thing in the state. Anyway, but yeah, so I've got it on for Pride. Look, I need new ones though. I've had this shirt since God, I don't know, 2005. I don't know, some ridiculous thing. Oh
Yeah.
gosh. And Maria
You
said,
know what?
yeah.
Oh, uh, I guess I just get so excited to add on to what you said, but go ahead,
Oh,
chat.
okay.
Tell me what Maria said.
Oh no, I was just gonna, you know, keep the show going and say what's going on in the chat. She was
Um,
uh she was mentioned, she was answering my question. That's why I wanted to tell everybody because I had asked her about, the sale, and the sale is in fact over. I just wanted to know that, for sure. I wasn't sure, Maria, so I'm sorry that I mentioned it. I shouldn't mention a sale. It's not any longer going on, but I didn't know whether it was over or not. Sometimes we go over a little bit, and I didn't, and I normally do. I normally go over, but I didn't, like I was gonna go longer than this weekend, but I didn't. I ended it like on Friday or something like that. And it's so hilarious. I end it, and then we've got new members joining at full price when it was on sale for 75% off for all that
crazy.
time. And it's like, it's just crazy. It's like, I'm not going to complain though.
Yeah.
But the International Association of Angel Practitioners is still offering a free course though with a gold membership subscription. And you can check it out. You can go over to angelpractitioners.com. Yep. And she actually has a link in the chat there. You guys can click. And then Dan wants a message from the universe too. So did you get
Okay.
a message for
I,
Dacia?
I I did. I love that I got this card, and there's something.
I keep hearing
Synchronicity.
chimes or something.
This is my it's my wind chime. If it
Oh,
bothers you,
cool.
I'll shut
No.
my door. There's Luckily there's not too much of a breeze, but I'm looking out the window, and the sun's going down, and there's a bank of trees. But we had a storm come through, so there's dark clouds. The sun's hitting the bank of trees, lighting it up, and then coming up out of those trees is a rainbow. And the card that I got for Dacia, right, is
Mm-hmm.
the jeweled web, which is connectivity. So I think it's funny that I've got all this beautiful, what I could would be jewels of nature happening right outside my door, and I pull the jeweled web of connectivity. But basically, it's saying to just chillax a little bit. It's like take your focus off of getting anywhere, practice feeling and being in a place where your desired experience has already come to pass. And like um, who will you be when this is true for you? Um, can you be that now? Feel that now? So you need to practice that. And um, but also just when you can chillax, then you can discover, the shimmering web of jewels, which, as we all know, the world is completely connected. Of all of us at this moment are connected to each other in this group tonight, even, and because each reading is given, I'll bet, yes, we're answering questions for one person, but I'll bet there are other people in there going, oh yeah, I can take that message as well. I can apply
Yeah.
that message to myself. But I just loved that the jeweled web, and here I've got this beautiful rainbow, that you can see really well because of the darker clouds, and then the sunlit trees that are super bright green because the sun is like shining straight on them now instead of down. I wish I could show you I wish I could point my camera and share, and it's across a field that has been watered a lot this year. So then, the green grass is just like waving, and anyway, but Daisha, chillax, practice, and try not to try not to force anything, and you know, yeah, I'm gonna quit talking because I can keep going forever, but that's basically what it's saying, is you need to just take a breath, feel feel the success that maybe you've had before, and then remember that, and it'll help you get to that successful place again.
Yeah, if you think about it, that's a principle of the law of attraction, and also that
Exactly.
we do that in hypnosis too, where you focus on a time when you felt the way you want to feel now, because it's all states, getting into different states. Teresa came in. I think
Hey,
it's
Teresa.
Teresa or Teresa. I don't know. It depends how you pronounce it, but I'm going to go with Teresa. And welcome aboard. By the way, folks, if you're coming in now and you got a question, put the pink hand. Yeah. So where you type in the chat, there's a smiley face. Click on that, and it's the first emoji you see, the pink hand, if you have a question. So that kind of like raises your hand. That's why we do that. And so we know it's a question amongst all the other chit chat that goes on in there. And just type in your question. It could be a specific question, or it could be, you want just a quick message from the universe. And Dacia says,
Yeah,
thank you. Dacia says,
you're welcome.
thank you.
Can
Yeah.
can I can I just add real quick that if anybody would like um I mean, I talk a lot on the readings here, but if anybody would like a reading that's a little more in depth, I'm not talking about like a 2 hour reading or anything like that, but like, and it, kind of my messages come from everywhere. I'm influenced by colors, I'm influenced by words. Um, but if anybody would like to schedule a reading with me, you can get a hold of me there. And I'm I'm cheap. It's only $20. So it's not very much. But
Here's Charlotte's link right here, psychic.cafe/Charlotte. Mayan's right
yeah, I
under
just
that. And then our
yeah,
coffee. What the coffee one is, you could buy us a cup of coffee. Go to psychic.cafe/coffee. But here's Charlotte's link, psychic.cafe/Charlotte, and you can go and message her. You have to join the cafe, but it's free. You join, and then you're able to message her. Make sure you're signed in so you see the message icon. Just click on that. And then same thing, you can contact me.
yeah, and I would love to connect with anybody that, and I can either, we can do a face to face, I can do a written one that I send to you. Um, you know. how whatever if anybody you know feels like they want to. Ah, my stupid earbuds don't stand. Can you hear? By the way, can you hear me okay with my earbuds in tonight? This is
Oh,
the first time I've used them.
not too bad. I mean, it's I don't know how to describe it. I mean, I hear it. Yes, I think the volume could be a little higher, but then you sound better now than other ways you've been set up. And the same thing happens with Michelle and everybody. It's like it's hit and miss. With the
Right,
equipment.
because I've watched several of my playbacks, and some of them I notice, like if I lean back for something and I'm further away from the phone, then you can't really hear me as well, or there'll be a weird glitch. And so I thought I made sure my earbuds were charged up
Well, that's
today.
why I try to stay generally, if I'm talking, I try to stay like right here. And then because the microphone's right here. So I try to stay right here and not be in different positions because then it changes the sound. And remember, especially when we're simulcasting on radio, the show's at least 50% audio. On radio, it's 100% audio. So it's
Yeah, no,
all about
I
sound. And Teresa's telling us in the chat echoes. She's getting echoes. I'm not getting the echoes. I'm not hearing the echoes, but she's hearing the echoes on hers when you're talking. Um, yeah.
but am I still understandable for her?
Yeah, I think so. She'll let us know. I mean, you are for me. You're perfectly understandable. But let's get back to the chat and stuff like that because like I had already pulled cards for Daisha too, and we never even got to my cards yet.
Oh
And
no.
and plus we've got Dan wants us to pull some, and we got about 9 minutes left, so we want to get through all of this. Subscribe to Maria's newsletter at mariagmoss.com. Just wanted to mention that. Maria's the host of the Angelic View, but is on semi hiatus, through the summer months. She'll be back in the fall with, full-time live shows the first and third Sundays. Yeah. So here you go. If you need these links that I popped up here in purple, they're down here in the scroll. So they're always on the screen. I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're doing really well on that and watch hours and stuff like that. So, like and subscribe, por favor. I always forget to ask. So thought I'd pop that out there. So scrolling back to Daisha, and now of course I lost it because she was asking about the month of June, and you went through what you got, and then when as you were talking, I was pulling cards I wasn't going to do cards on hers, but just for the fun of it. And I got the Ace of Cups, and I'm like, oh, another new opportunity for someone, and right away, first because it's emotions and cups, you think relationships, but right next to it is the Three of Pentacles. So not so yes, relationships, but not romantic relationship coming in, but a new opportunity uh for some kind of collaboration going on here. And you're in charge. You're the magician. You can manifest this. And this is something, this is a big success card, the Chariot, right? That's a victory card. Yeah. So this is whatever this is, I don't know. It's looking really, really, really good. So I just thought I'd add that on top of what Charlotte said. And I had pulled cards for Dan too. You want to pull a card for Dan? Oh,
What did he need?
who's
This is
joining?
Edgar.
Hi, Edgar.
Edgar. This is a rare occurrence
I
for Edgar.
know.
He's
Our
really like
extra co-host.
he's
Our
very shy usually, so I'm surprised that he decided to curl up with me here for a minute.
Yeah. Nice to
However, the dog is
Edgar.
very jealous.
Oh, it's wild. The thing that Dan asked was just the same thing, what does the universe want to tell me for June? And again, look, another ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Dan. You need to reevaluate everything. Okay. And then the
Uh,
Lover's card coming in. I think there's like a choice to be made, something to do with reevaluating things that you're doing, projects, especially anything career slash your business or businesses. But there seems like there's a new opportunity. So that's looking good. I'm getting all these aces for people. It's great. I love it. I love when we get
I
aces.
well, it's like it's like a theme. It's the theme of the night, maybe.
Yeah.
So, what does Jan need to know?
Yeah. And then we're going to get out of here
So,
pretty soon, folks. Oh, while you're pulling
I
cards, can you hold on for just a second while you're pulling cards?
yeah, yeah,
I know
absolutely.
I know I'm going to forget to mention what's coming up on the network. So, of course, tonight, this was Charlotte and I, and um, no show tomorrow because it's Tuesday. We take Tuesdays off. These first 2 Tuesdays of the month, I'm doing meetings, so I can't do the show. And the last 2 Tuesdays, we don't do it either. So, A, I get a break, and B, uh, consistency. So we're on Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and then the shows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, depending on the the day, right? But this Wednesday will be our next live show, and Michelle Matheny will be my guest co-host, and we're going to be hanging out. Same bat time, same bat channel, right? Remember, all you ever have to do is go to psychic.cafe/live. That'll take you to our lives on Mondays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, Saturday, Sunday, Friday when not Charlotte, when Catherine eventually comes back, doing her live shows. But it's 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern, New York City, that thing. And then, so that's Wednesday. Then on Thursday, Ellie usually pops in, but Ellie is going to be at a ball game with the boyfriend. So Charlotte's going to come back. Yay. And then Compassionate Light with Catherine. Like I was saying, she is not doing live shows for a little bit. She's finishing up she had 3 series of shows for the last few months, and she was doing soul, body, or maybe it was body, soul, and now she's doing mind. And I just talked to her today. She should be coming out with some uh videos shortly. So basically, she's doing a series of shows and she's pre-recording each episode. So instead of being broadcasted, you'll just see them come out. You'll soon see me post them on Psychic Cafe, her group, which is psychic.cafe/compassionate light. And of course, here on the YouTube channel, you'll see them popping up. So if you like and subscribe, you'll see them. And then this coming Saturday, yeah, is it the 8th already coming up? Yeah, wow. Plugging along. We're just plugging along. So it's Michelle's Mystic Corner, and it's going to be part 2 of that journey through the Lenormand cards. And I know in the title I put 36 because traditionally there's 36, but we're featuring Ciro Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand, which has like 44 cards. So we're halfway through. We've done 20. We're going to go through like the other 24 or whatever. I don't know. But that's this coming Saturday. And then that Sunday, the 9th, we're doing our live Zoom discussion and Q&A. So any questions you have about anything, tarot, numerology, or about the guild itself, the Tarot Guild, our Psychic Talk Radio Network, Psychic Cafe, the new website. And by the way, it's not just a website, it's a platform. It's a social networking, social media platform like Facebook. Facebook is not just a website. It's an interactive social networking platform where you've got groups and you've got liking and sharing and friending and private messaging and all that stuff. Yeah, guess what? We have all that at Psychic Cafe, only it's for all of our psychic stuff all the time. That's right. And none of the negative stuff, right? So it's all about, tarot and psychic abilities and getting readings and discussing numerology and all that fun stuff. So come over and join us. All you got to do is type in on Sunday, the 9th. All you got to do is type in psychic.cafe/Zoom, and that'll take you to the Zoom meeting. And we changed the times for June. We're going to try something out. We moved the time back to the same time as the shows are on Saturdays and Sundays. So it's going to be 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So I hope a lot of you will come out and join us there. And then, of course, lastly, little reminder of our coffee page, psychic.cafe/coffee. It's our tip jar. Yeah, you see the tip jar there. Buy us a cup of coffee, psychic.cafe/coffee. By the way, if you buy us a cup of coffee and let us know in the chat, we take your question first. And normally we have the phone lines and you can dial in and we take your call first because there'll be like, I don't know, 10 callers in the queue and we can't get to everybody. But if you buy us a cup of coffee and let us know in the chat on YouTube, type in, oh, I'm area code 619. It's Fred. We'll take your call. We'll stop what we're doing, take your call first, spend more time with you, let you ask more questions. Yes, those are the perks, no pun intended, when you buy us a cup of coffee. Cafe/coffee. I can't believe I actually thought of that, but it wasn't intended. It just like perk popped in my head. And I'm like, oh, that goes with coffee. I
That's
just,
when they're the best.
oh, did you pull something for Dan for?
I did. I actually ended up pulling three to
Oh,
see,
wow.
and well, and I could have just stayed with one, but there the other two did add a little more clarity. So the first card I got was the Sky Dancers, which is the surrender card. So it talks about letting um welcoming the deepest power of the feminine into your life, because it's saying you've already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. So it's like yep, you already know what's going on. You you know where every I needs to be dotted and T needs to be crossed. You know that. So they're saying now's the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide your success. Because
Mm,
it says you become earthbound, plotting, planning, and praying for change. If you've been that way, if that's all it says break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the thing. Again, this is kind of a repeating message for the night, but it break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior, hoping for a different outcome.
yeah, it's great.
Stop trying to figure it all out. Stop overthinking it. See, and this is a card that I could take for myself. Stop overthinking it. As Dax says, the thinking, and surrender. So the Sky Dancers are heralding the arrival of a new relationship with yourself in your work or your love life.
Yeah.
Don't assume that person is going to rescue you. Um, but the only way to liberation is because figure out goodbye. So the second card I got was the unmarked trail, which is revelation. And this card, they actually, if you read the book, it talks about King Arthur and his knights, looking for the Holy Grail, following well-marked trails. And then well-marked trails are great. You know where they're going to go, and they might be easy, but you also know that there's more than likely going to be some pain coming along that trail as well. So to break free of, I had everything set what I wanted to say in my head. Anyway, so stay off the manicured path. You already know there's no reward at the end of the road you're following. Um, you're just killing time. So pause, breathe, commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow not to look for old solutions that may have worked in the past. Get out of character, try the outrageous, keep your quest private. And um, anyway, so the unmarked trail can be a sign that you've already made a choice, even if you don't want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up. Your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking only with you essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy. The universe has your back. And then the third card is the vanishing mirror, which is ego sublimation. So, and it's back. The first sentence is, do you ever wonder if your self definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe. Um, this here is okay, this over here is not okay, stuff like that. So we're all products of our conditioning. I mean, we're all products of our conditioning. That's just part of the human experience. So we're not meant to remain static. So imagine looking into a mirror, and this is kind of goes back to manifestation. Looking into a mirror, instead of seeing only what you see now, see um see what you can see. If you can see yourself being what you want to be, let your self definition soften, moving beyond the veil to your potential. So the magical emptiness, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. So who do you want to be? That's who you should be seeing in the mirror. Um, let go of who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. So I think that's kind of cool. So basically, it's saying this is the summer of a lot of new you. Is kind of what I'm feeling like. But that's, I know he just asked for June, but I feel like this is going to be more of a long term thing with these
Yeah.
three cards.
And
So
we're
there
at
you
the
go.
bottom. We're past the bottom of the hour. Okay.
Well, we got started late though, so
Yep, that's true, but it's time to get out of here. I did want to mention because Maria offered that if anyone has any questions about connecting with their angels, just shoot her a message. Psychic.cafe/Maria is her profile, and you can message her from her profile like you can message Charlotte and me from our profiles. And that was nice of her to offer that. So, while her show is on semi hiatus, although she does pop in here live in the chat on some of these shows, and occasionally, like we did have her that Saturday, she popped in uh as a guest co-host, so you may see Maria pop in here and there. But while her show's on hiatus until it comes back, or even after it comes back, if you it's going to be in the fall. If anybody has any questions about connecting with your angels or anything about angels, just shoot a message to Maria, psyche.cafe/Maria. That was nice of her to offer that. And she even has a newsletter you can subscribe to. I mentioned that a little bit earlier, mariagmoss.com. And let's see. Dan says, Dax, wow, spot on. Cool, Shar. That resonates. There we go. So great show. We didn't have the phone lines, but hey, it allowed us to end on time. And we'll be back, on Wednesday. So no show tomorrow because I have meetings, but on Wednesday, Michelle will be here. Yeah. And then Charlotte will be back the day after on Thursday. So that's what's going on this week. Look, I predicted the future. Bye, everybody. It was fun. Bye, Charlotte. Thanks for
bye.
hanging out with me.
Well, thanks for inviting me. Everybody, thanks for showing up and being hanging out with us, and for your good
Yeah.
questions and letting me do what I love to do. I
All
appreciate it. You
righty.
guys do me a favor by asking.
Yeah.
Must be time to go because my earbuds are flipping out, going everywhere. So
Bye, everybody.
love you all.